Hello children, today we are going to start with the new lesson, that is triangles. Now in this lesson we are going to learn about congruency of triangle. Now what does congruency means? When two figures are same in size and shape, we call them they are congruent figure. Now here we have to prove how the two triangles are congruent to each other. There are certain rules and criteria to prove that. We are going to learn them in this lesson. Now there are first three which we are going to learn in the first two exercises, that is SAS rule, ASA rule and AAS rule. So let us go to SAS rule. Now what is SAS? S stands for side, A for angle, S for side. Now when two sides and angle between them are equal in two triangles, so you can call them the two triangles are congruent to each other. So now in the first figure you can see the two sides of the triangle and the angle between them are equal, so these two triangles are congruent to each other. Next is ASA rule. So A stands for angle again, S for sides. Now two angles and side between them are equal in two triangles, so you can call them the two triangles are congruent to each other. Now here the two triangles are given and both the angles and one side between them are equal, it is shown in the figure. So you can say that these two triangles are congruent according to ASA rule. Now go to the third one. Now AAS rule. So two angles and a third side is equal in two triangles, then you can call them the two triangles are congruent to each other. Now according to AAS rule, the given two triangles are congruent to each other. We are going to solve few questions in the first two exercises based on these three rules. So let us go to the exercise 5.1 and 5.2. Now let us start with the first question of exercise 5.1. The question given is, in a quadrilateral ACDB, AC is equal to AD and AB bisects angle A. Show that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD. Now here is a quadrilateral given, that is ACBD. You can see it in the figure, and it is given that side AC and AD is equal, and you have to prove those small two triangles are congruent to each other. Those are triangle ACB and ADB. Now let us see now. Here it is given that side AC and AD is equal, AB is common, and the angle CAB and angle BAD are equal because the line is bisecting that angle. So the angle is equal. So here in these two triangles, two sides and one angle between them are equal. So you can say that according to angle side angle side SAS rule, these two triangles are congruent to each other. Now next question number 3. Here AD and BC are equal perpendicular to a line segment AB. Show that CD bisects AB. Now you can see the figure here on the screen. You have to prove that side CD is bisecting AB. So if the line CD is bisecting AB, so OB and OA has to be equal. So once you prove that OB and OA is equal, you can say that CD is bisecting them. Now to prove that OA and OB are equal, you have to prove that these two small triangles are congruent to each other. Once you prove that these two triangles are congruent, then OB and OA are equal. So let us prove that first. Now take two triangles, that is triangle BCO and triangle DAO. Angle B and angle A are 90 degrees because it is a perpendicular line. It is given that BC and DA are equal, it is already given, and then angle BOC and angle AOD are equal because they are vertically opposite angle. So according to AAS rule, angle side rule, these two triangles are congruent to each other. Now once these two triangles are congruent to each other, you can say that the remaining sides and the remaining angle which are not given are also equal. Now here once you prove that these two triangles are equal, OB and OA are equal because according to CP/CT means congruent parts of congruent triangle. So once you prove that OB and OA are equal, you can say that CD is bisecting OA. Okay, so that is proved. Now let us go to the next exercise, that is 5.2. Here I have taken the second question of that exercise. The question here is, in triangle ABC, AD is perpendicular bisector of AB, BC. Show that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. See the figure, children. Here you have to prove that the triangle ABC is isosceles triangle. So in isosceles triangle, two sides are equal. So here we have to prove that AB and AC are equal. Once you prove that AB and AC is equal, it is proved that the triangle is isosceles triangle. So how to prove that these two sides are equal? We'll consider these two small triangles here. Once we prove that these two small triangles are congruent to each other, then we can say that AB and AC is equal, and then it is an isosceles triangle. Now how we are going to prove that these two triangles are congruent to each other? Let us go to that. Here it is given that AD and AD is common side between both the triangles. Next, DC and DB is equal because it is a perpendicular bisector, and angle ADB and angle ADC are 90 degrees because that is a perpendicular line. So according to side, angle and side, these two triangles are congruent to each other. Then once it is equal, AD and AB and AC is equal, and the triangle is isosceles triangle. So you can prove that using SAS congruency rule. Let us go to the fourth question of that exercise, children. ABC is a triangle in which altitude BE and CF, two sides AC and AB are equal. Show that triangle ABE is congruent to triangle ACF, and AB and AC are equal. So it will be an isosceles triangle. So let us prove the first thing which is asked, that is triangle ABE and triangle ACD are equal. Now consider these two triangles, children. In these two triangles, it is given that BE and CD are equal. So these two sides are equal. Then angle A is common between them, and then again angle ADC and angle AEB are 90 degrees. So there are two angles are equal and one side is equal. So according to AAS rule, these two triangles are congruent to each other. Now when these two triangles are congruent to each other, AB and AC are equal, and then once AB and AC are equal in triangle ABC, you can say these two sides are equal, so it is an isosceles triangle. Fine. Let us go to the next question. Now let us go to the fifth question. ABC and DBC are two isosceles triangles on the same base, that is BC. Show that angle ABD is equal to angle ACD. Now see, children, here there are two triangles. One is ABC and one is BDC. Both the triangles are isosceles triangle. Now we'll consider the first one, that is ABC. It is given isosceles triangle AB and AC is equal. So angle in front of them are equal. Now so angle ACB and angle ABC are equal. See the next triangle, children, that is triangle BDC. Even this is an isosceles triangle. So angle C and angle B are equal in that triangle also. Now once you know that angle ABC and ACB are equal, angle DBC and angle DCB are equal, you can add these two equal angles. When equals are added to equals, the sum is also equal. So according to that, when you add these two triangles of the right hand side and left hand side, the sum of those angles are equal. So according to that, ABCD and angle ACD are equal. Now let us go to the 8th question of that exercise, children. Here triangle ABC is given. It is a equilateral triangle and you have to prove that all the three angles are equal. Now angle equilateral triangle means based on all the sides. So all the three sides are equal here. Now once the three sides are equal, we have to prove that all three angles are equal. Now see, when the sides are equal, angle in front of them are also equal. So all these three angles are equal. Angle A, angle B and angle C are equal. And you know that angle sum property, that once all three angles of the triangle are 180 degrees together. So when you add angle A, angle B and angle C, it has to be 180 degrees. So all the three angles are same means you can replace B and C with A. So all the angle A and angle A, that becomes 180 degrees. So if you divide that by the angle A will be 60 degrees. 180 by 3 if you do, angle A is 60 degrees. So according to that, all angles, that is angle A, angle B and angle C are equal, and that is 60 degrees. So in equilateral triangle, all the three angles are equal and it is 60 degrees each. Hello children. Now in the next exercise, we are going to learn two more congruency rules, that is SSS rule. So S stands for sides. So if three sides of both the triangles, all the three sides are equal, then you can call these two triangles are congruent to each other according to SSS rule. And one more rule, that is HL rule. Otherwise you can call it RHS rule. H is hypotenuse, L is leg. Now when in a right angle triangle, one angle will be 90 degree only and the hypotenuse and one leg is equal, then you can call it according to RHS rule or HL rule. These two triangles are congruent to each other. Now on these two criteria, we are going to solve the next exercise. So let us start with the exercise. Now the next two exercises we are going to solve on SSS axiom and RHS axiom. Now here in exercise 5.3, the last question I have taken. The question is ABC is an isosceles triangle and AB is equal to AC and AP is perpendicular to BC. You have to show that angle B is equal to angle C. Can you see the figure, children, on the screen? Triangle ABC is given. You can see the AP perpendicular on BC. You have to prove that these two small triangle APB and APC are equal. Then you can say that these two congruent triangles and then B angle B and angle C are equal. So let us prove that these two triangles are congruent to each other. Now here it is told that AB and AC are equal, that is given. AP is a common line and when AP is perpendicular, angle APB and angle APC are 90 degrees. So according to RHS rule, these two triangles are congruent to each other. In congruency, RHS congruency rule, the hypotenuse and the right angle has to be equal. Now here it is proved that these two sides and one angle is equal. So according to RHS rule, these two triangles are congruent. Once you know that these two are congruent, remaining angles and remaining sides are also equal according to CPCT, that is common parts of common triangle, congruent parts of congruent triangle. So angle B and angle C are equal, that is proved. Now let us go to the exercise 5.4. One question from that we are going to do. Exercise 5.4. The first question, show that in a right angle triangle the hypotenuse is the longest side. We have to prove that here in the figure triangle ABC is a right angle triangle, AC is the hypotenuse, and you have to prove that this hypotenuse is the longest side of that triangle. Now you know that angle sum property, that is all the three angles of the triangle are 180 degrees, and here it is a right angle triangle, so one angle is 90 degrees. Now we have to start with a triangle in triangle ABC, angle ABC plus angle BCA plus angle CAB is 180 degrees. In that ABC is 90 degrees, so remaining two are 90 degrees. So angle BCA and angle CAB are together 90 degrees. Fine. So one angle is 90 degrees and the remaining two angles are together 90 degrees. So they are acute angle. Both of them are acute angle because they are below 90 degrees, because they can't be more than 90 degrees. Now when these two triangles are 90 degrees, below 90 degrees, and angle B is 90 degrees, you can say that is the highest greatest angle of that triangle. Now once you know that this is the greatest angle, the side in front of them is always greatest. Now you know the side opposite to side angle, the side opposite to angle B is AC, and when the angle is greater the side is also greater, so side AC is greater, and that is the hypotenuse. So in right angle triangle the hypotenuse is the longest side. Here we end with the exercise, children. Complete the exercises, remaining sums, and then be ready for the next class.